Well, hey everybody, Leslie Sansone Williams coming to you today from my website, paralegalcoffeetalk.com. My legal break-in book, the Paralegal Inner Circle class, and the Cover Letter Secrets class. Now, today we're going to talk about this question. Does the applicant, the job applicant in the paralegal world, who has the most education or any education and or experience rise to the top always, and that's the people they're going to call in for the interview, etc.? The answer is a resounding no. And let me just touch on another topic, okay? Just because a person has a degree in paralegal studies or a certificate is not some magic potion that is a key to open the gate to a paralegal job. Okay, there's so many more variables that factor into that, and the number one is this, and you hear me say this in a lot of my videos: you have to communicate what you know how to do in order to help the attorney in the area of law they work in. There are hundreds of areas of law, and most attorneys specialize, and they get to know that area inside out and backwards, and you will too as a paralegal. But they want somebody to assist them. They don't need another attorney. They want somebody who knows how to help them every day in the practical. Okay, they can go hire a baby attorney straight out of law school, but they're looking to hire you. So how will you convince them that you can help in the specific area of law they work in? Now, you watch a lot of my other videos. I give you more than clues on how to research that, okay? So, question number one is, what do you know how to do? Now, here are the other traits they're looking for, and part of this is why they go to your social media accounts to check out enthusiasm and desire. They'll see what you're posting, ambition, and self-discipline. They need somebody who is going to go for it, figure out things on their own, because they didn't sign up as attorneys to be your teacher. There are some attorneys that I've worked for, very few in fact, that love to teach. Very few. They have to work and bill the clients for the work they're doing every day, and that's so they bring in money for themselves and their family and to pay your salary. So that's what one of their main concerns is, not teaching you. They expect you to know when you're coming in the door how to do most everything. And so watch some of my other videos where I talk about researching online, okay? And looking up paralegal duties. Hint, hint. Okay, so the resume that says, and there's nothing wrong with degrees, I have them too, but you know, my master's in biblical studies is not going to open that door. My 2-year degree in criminal justice in no way taught me how to help the attorney. Okay? What we discussed in class was more based on the law and how attorneys or judges or the chief of police sees things. And I had every single one of those and a 24-year veteran of the police force teaching those classes. But that did not help me become a better paralegal. I was already a paralegal then. So that did not enhance my career. It really didn't. It was really interesting, but it did not make my career better. So I'm happy I achieved that. I'm proud of those degrees. But when it comes to the practical everyday work in assisting the attorney, what I was taught in my particular classes, that wasn't going to help. So don't think that it's a magic key, a magic potion that opens the door for you. In some cases, you might get called in, but then for the interview, but you have to prove that you know how to help the attorney. See, when we start assuming, which we never do in the legal field, when we assume that they're going to teach us, that's a big mistake. Even if the ad says training provided, that is not the truth. I promise you it's not, because no one has time. And yes, they will put it in the ad, but no one has time to train you for weeks and weeks. It took me, and it takes many paralegals, 6 months before we feel like we're getting our sea legs. And then after a year, we start to feel like, oh, okay, I'm understanding what I'm doing now, okay? So there's a big learning curve. Even if you have a PhD in paralegal studies, you still have a tremendous amount to learn on the job. All right, so they don't go, okay, education, check, experience, check, all the others we're gonna just toss out. They don't do that. They want to look at the big picture. And I want you to not give up hope if you have no experience, because I want you to push that off to the side, that doubt and fear, because attorneys are willing to hire you, but you have to step up to the plate and you have to tell them in your cover letter and when you go on the interview, how are you going to help them? It's not about, as I said in my video, the last video, about your work ethic. They expect to be strong. They expect you to be detail-oriented. They expect you to want to work there. They expect you to be interested in being a paralegal because you're applying for the job. So none of that is saying you know how to help them. And that's the question you have to answer and study and research. Okay? So have a great day. Any questions, comments, post them, whether you're on the Facebook page or on LinkedIn or YouTube or Instagram. Ask questions. Be happy to answer them for you. Take care. Bye.